Tonight, results from tests on a quarantined non-national are expected by the end of the week. The St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association says while it understands the heightened anxiety regarding quarantine cases, dissemination of unconfirmed and false information needs to stop. And we bring you all the excitement of the St. Joseph's Convent annual school sports meet. That and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Wednesday, the 12th of February 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. On Flow Channel 117, the broadcast is also being simulcast on Kiss FM radio. You can watch on our website, CaribbeanHotTV.com, or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The Department of Health and Wellness has confirmed the arrival and quarantine of a non-national in St. Lucia on Tuesday, the 11th of February, from a nearby territory via a private yacht. The St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association has noted that while it understands the heightened sense of anxiety among the populace given the announcement of the mandatory quarantine initially of 4 returning asymptomatic nationals last week, and now with the quarantine of a non-national at a public health facility, it urges that the dissemination of unconfirmed and false reports be stopped.
We are on site of the Victoria Hospital, where it was reported that a non-national who had traveled to 3 of the world's identified epicenters for the coronavirus is now quarantined at the Victoria Hospital.
In keeping with our national protocols, the individual has been on medical quarantine at a public health facility and the necessary assessments are being undertaken. The Department of Health and Wellness assures the public that established protocols and guidelines are being followed to ensure the protection of the public and the safety of our medical practitioners, our clients, and the general public. Further updates will be provided as relevant details become available. The Department of Health and Wellness requests that the public adhere to the recommended hygiene practices as previously issued by the Department of Health.
Meanwhile, early Wednesday, the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association issued a statement indicating that testing and investigations related to the non-national are ongoing, and results from CARPHA should be available by the end of the week. The association says there is intense training ongoing for staff of health facilities, particularly those in the front line. A quarantine area has been identified and prepared for any suspected case. Guidelines and updates have been disseminated to all members regarding the said virus. It is noted that there are still many unknowns about the novel coronavirus, and we will continue to promptly disseminate unfiltered, truthful information once it becomes available. In the interim, the SLMDA has urged members of the general public to avoid nearing and disseminating information from invalid sources and to obtain information only from credible sources such as WHO, the Pan American Health Organization, and the Department of Health officials, including the Bureau of Health Education. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Cruise ship tourists are weighing in on the concerns by members of the public with regard to new coronavirus, explaining the rigorous sanitation and testing that they must go through before boarding the ships or setting foot on land. They say there is nothing to fear from visiting cruise ship passengers.
After experiencing what they described as a reluctance to interact from local vendors, several cruise ship tourists in the Castries Vendors Arcade sought to ease the mind of these vendors by providing some insight on the rigorous screening processes and sanitation efforts on board the vessels.
Some of the questions before you get on the ship, even before we even got our tickets, is
through the plane.
Have you been to any of the countries that have the viruses? And
like in China,
if you do, they would not allow you on the ship. Even on the cruise ship, we every stop, every station, you have sanitizers for your hands and everything, and everybody is clean and tidy all the time. Every time you get in, off and on the islands, they make sure that you are very clean and tidy, like with the sanitizers and everything.
So you wash your hands frequently.
That's nice. So we're safe. We're pretty safe in the Caribbean.
One individual expressed his gratitude to local authorities for ensuring proper mitigation efforts at ports. He continued by stating that he feels safe on the island.
I feel safe personally because we came from Canada, Montreal. Yes, we can have some tourists there, but we did not go to China or countries around China. And here we're far also from these countries, so I think it's safe.
As cruise line operators continue to boost their passenger screening procedures and issue travel advisories, members of the public are urged to continue to exhibit the warm, welcoming nature that the St. Lucian people are so well known for. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Members of the public are clamoring for more information from health officials with regard to the unfolding situation as it relates to concerns and protocols for new coronavirus.
With concern from citizens as they traverse through the city today, we decided to speak with some of the nation's transport leaders, bus drivers, taxi drivers, and pedestrians to find out how prepared they would be for a viral outbreak. It's in the city of Castries with reports of masks and gloves and hand sanitizers selling out at the nation's drugstores. We're concerned, we have heard that the taxi drivers are concerned, but will any precautions be put in place to ensure the safety of drivers?
We have not done anything yet. What we might we supposed to have a board meeting later today, and we will decide what measures we should put in place to protect our members. But because we are concerned about our members because we don't know who is infected with the virus. Like you know, it will take 14 to 15 days to decide whether or not the person is suffering for the virus. So we are concerned. But we'll decide what action should be taken by the board and our membership.
Nous moins concernés, non moi c'est Lionel, nous moins concernés par coronavirus là parce que nous sommes îles. Après ça pas empêcher nous voyager dans la Caraïbe puisque les îles là tout près c'est comme si nous c'est frère de local Sainte-Lucie ou bien local Dominique, bah nous en fait c'est qu'aussi en fait nous aller nous Martinique et puis nous aller dans le sud ou bien dans le nord. Sauf que nous prenons un bateau pour arriver dans l'autre île là. Mais bah, nous pas inquiets par rapport au continent européen où là, le monde en l'eau, le monde qui a voyagé, il est plus susceptible de transmettre le virus là. Il est sorti en Chine, il est arrivé en Indonésie, d'Indonésie, il est allé à Dubaï, de Dubaï, il est allé en France, puisqu'il y a des cas, il y a des gens morts. En Europe par rapport au coronavirus là, mais nous moins concernés, nous plus loin déjà, nous dans la Caraïbe, et puis par rapport à ce système de détection français, nous en fait, nous ou bien même dans la Caraïbe, même anglais, nous ni ça qu'il faut nous pour nous pas prier dans ça.
Yeah, I think we should be concerned about the guests coming in, but look at these ships coming in there, and I don't know, but if there is any rules set for probably knowing if anyone is sick or anyone has any kind of illnesses. I just see people get off the ship, come straight on the outside. I'm concerned, but I saw it on the news, but I'm still concerned. Yeah, I'm concerned.
We took a stop at the Castries market to find out if vendors are concerned and how they are handling it.
Well, concerning the coronavirus, I've heard many things about it, which I'm not fully cleared. But we all should be concerned when it comes to the word of God. In 3 John, God says, "Brethren, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." And we know we have all the things that will have our bodies alkaline, whereby when disease do come, our body, our immune system will be able to fight back. So my advice to everyone, be on guard. Try to get your body alkaline, that when the disease may come, that our bodies will be in good health.
Well, my concern with the virus, I feel I'm in danger because I'm dealing with the tourists on the cruise ship and I don't know what can happen next. So I'm very afraid of what is going on.
I'm a vendor in the craft market for over maybe 30 to 40 years. And I don't think some of us in the craft market is ready for that coronavirus. Number one, we need to put things in order with ourselves. We need to sanitize our hands. We need to get wipes. We need to stay maybe a few yards away from the tourists, even if we want the money. But we still have to be careful with them. Some of them will come and they will just cough. They won't bow their mouth. That's number one. That's effective, number one. Number two, when we get the money from them, we need to sanitize our hands, and we need to have a special bag on the side to put the money towards. So I think the vendor should take heed and be very careful. That's all I can say.
What we do, we make sure we wash our hands with everything we do. In everything we do, we make sure we wash our hands. And we take the necessary step they have to take when it comes to anybody, because you don't know who have it, who carrying it. Yeah, so you have to be aware of it, and you have to observe many things around you, and make sure you always wash your hands, always, at all times.
A British man linked to 11 coronavirus cases in the UK has spoken for the first time, saying he has fully recovered from the illness. Steve Walsh, who remains quarantined in hospital, says his thoughts are with others who have contracted the virus. He said his family has been asked to isolate themselves as a precaution. Meanwhile, the UK's Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, warned that the spread of the coronavirus would worsen before it improved. He said, quote, "Dealing with this disease is a marathon, not a sprint. We will do everything that is effective to tackle this virus and keep people safe," end quote. Walsh, who works for a firm providing gas analysis equipment, caught the virus in Singapore and is thought to have infected 11 others at a French ski resort. 5 of the cases linked to Walsh are in England, 5 are in France, and 1 is in Spain. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, Singapore's largest bank evacuates 300 employees after 1 contracts coronavirus. Pope Francis has ruled against ordaining married men in the Amazon region as a means of addressing the shortage of Catholic priests. And we have all the action from the St. Joseph's Convent annual sports meet. That and more after the break.